Now, when we think of the cards from the 1950s, what we tend to think about are those iconic 52 tops, 53 tops, 54 tops cards, but we don't tend to think about those multiplayer cards. So we want to collect cards of players that we like and cards that have a cool look. But sometimes the players that we like and the cool look are on a card that has a couple of Hall of Famers on it at the same time. So I'm going to take you through my 10 favorite multiplayer cards from the 1950s. First off, this 1959 Topps Keystone combo. Now, when we look at Nellie Fox and Louis Aparicio, these are two Hall of Fame middle infielders. And middle infielders don't get a lot of love because they generally don't have the power numbers. But these guys are longtime All-Stars, Hall of Fame players. And you can buy a really nice example of a PSA 5 of this for less than $15. All right, next up, 1958. This Topps card is such a cool looking card to me. You got Harvey Keene, you've got Al Kaline, you've got the stadium in the background, that iconic stadium. And it's just this cool card with got the bat on their shoulder. And it's very, very affordable. I mean, these are two of the best Tigers players of all time. And for $60, you can get a PSA 5 of this card. I mean, that is a beautiful card. And if you think about it, I mean, it's $20 to $25 just to get a card graded. So to get this card for that price seems unbeatable to me. All right, 1957, that's really the year you started seeing Topps make multiplayer cards. And in this one, you've got two of the greatest of all time. You got Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra. Now, this one's going to be pricier. And the reason it's going to be more expensive is because anytime you've got Mickey Mantle on a card, people are going to want it. So you're going to have to pay up for this card. But that's a beautiful card. They're in the dugout. It's the awesome 57 Topps set. If you were to get a 57 Topps Mantle just by itself, the price would be way higher than that. But this allows you to get a card of some iconic players, and in a lot of cases too. So you've got Rizzuto and Billy Martin here. So you've got a Hall of Famer in Phil Rizzuto. Now this is an early card. This is a third generation PSA holder. And 53 Bowman was the first year that really a major manufacturer started making cards with more than one player. And the 53 Bowman set has two, and this is one of the two. To me, what a cool card. You've got these guys, they're clearly friends, they clearly like each other, and it's two iconic players from the Yankee dynasty. Really cool card for an affordable price. Back to 59 Topps, you've got two power-hitting Hall of Fame home run monsters. Hank Aaron. You can get a Hank Aaron card with Eddie Matthews on it. It's under $50. I mean, well under $50. Again, it's $25 just to put the card in a holder. When you put in the shipping and everything, you get a couple of great players for an affordable price. Again, Willie Mays. Where can you buy an affordable Willie Mays card? This card has Reggie Ashburn, Hall of Famer. Willie Mays, Hall of Famer. They're clearly buddies. Willie's got his arm around him, and it's under $50 in a PSA 5. And, I mean, the centering on that card is beautiful, and it still went for under $50. I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Now we look at this 1957. Again, 57 is the first year that Topps started making multiplayer cards. And we've got four Dodgers legends. You've got Gil Hodges, a Hall of Famer. Roy Campanella, a Hall of Famer. Duke Snider, obviously a Hall of Famer. And again, it's a beautiful card from a big-time team, big-time following, and it's still only $115. These multiplayer cards are really cool, and they were just getting going in the 50s. The 60s, they really took off. But look here, you got Willie Mays, and you got Duke Snider. And look at the centering on that card. Look at how cool it is. Look at those two rivals kind of smiling at each other. The 58 top set. What a really neat looking card. And again, where can you get a Willie Mays card by Topps in the 50s for $90? These are really, really a great value to pick up a card of some of these guys. Now, this one you got Mantle's barely in the picture, but it's pricey because it's a 53 Bowman. But you got, it looks like the three of them are just hanging out in the dugout. You know, you got Hank Bauer, you got Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle. And this one again is pricey. It's $500. And that's a beautiful copy of it. But I really think if you're not looking into some of these multiplayer cards, most of them are a really good value. The only time they really go way up is when Mantle's on them. And again, you've got Mantle on this one, which might be the coolest one in the whole decade when they really just started experimenting with this. But you got Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron. You got the bunting for the World Series in the background. I mean, again, it's pretty pricey. Mantle really drives prices up, but that's a beautiful card. What a cool multiplayer card. If you're not checking out the multiplayer cards in the 50s and then the 60s, I really think you should. Take a minute to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. Multiplayer cards were just taken off in the 50s. They exploded in the 60s, but these are some great ones for affordable prices.